Yo, real quick before we start, this is the Casual Nerds Podcast. We're two regular guys with big opinions, questionable research, and jokes that occasionally cross a line. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're just here to have a good time. So kick back, relax, and remember, if you take us too seriously, that's on you, nerd.
That is on you.
That is on you, nerd. Now we have to clap in after the video starts.
Yeah, I thought about it after you did that. So, yeah, it's been a little bit. All right, 3, 2, 1. Cool. Let me bring up some notes, man, because it's been a little bit.
Oh, there's nothing to talk about.
Nothing at all.
Let's just cancel the show. Nothing is happening.
You sure it hasn't been canceled?
Ha!
All right.
So I probably shouldn't say this after we started recording, but I have recently found myself, good old Chatty G added a new feature to the Mac app. I don't know if you use their Mac app at all, but like the native Mac app instead of the website.
I need to start doing that.
I used to think, like, why would I do that? Like, the website works just fine. The only reason that convinced me at first to do it was because when you install the app, it auto maps like a shortcut to, I think it's option space. Yeah, option space. So instead of command space for Spotlight, you do option space, and it pops up like a small little Ask ChatGPT window.
Okay.
Like a little modal, similar to Spotlight. So that way you can, ask Chatty from anywhere. So that was like, I was like, oh, that's kind of convenient, and speeds up the whole process of asking it anything all the time. And then recently, the reason I bring this up, they added a record system audio feature.
Interesting.
So I could do this right now if I wanted. Actually, I probably should, because what it does is you hit record. It records anything passing through the system audio.
Sure.
And then when it's done, you hit stop, and then you hit send. It uploads the audio, it analyzes it, and it gives you like a meeting summary, basically. So it gives you the notes for the call, which is fucking genius. Now, it's technically illegal to record other people in New York State without their consent and knowledge. So hence the reason why I say probably shouldn't be mentioning this on the recorded part of the show. But
who else are you recording?
I've been using it for work calls.
Okay. All right.
But I tested it out today. It was the first time I had like 3 calls, and I was like, let me see what this is like. And
sure.
I will say, like everything else that comes out of Chatty G, you might want to look it over before hitting submit to anything, because not everything is spot on there. But it takes 80% of the lift, right? And then I just got to go in and make sure it's not spitting garbage. But yeah, I mean, I could probably fucking do it right now for
just for notes on what we've
like show notes, basically.
Yeah, show notes.
It doesn't look like it likes
show notes could help with clips and stuff like that.
Yeah, doesn't look like it likes the Roadcaster. It was, with the and that's actually a good question. I wonder if I could also ask it to just give me a transcript of everything said. Oh shit, I didn't want to do that. Just looking at an old one. I don't see a thing for that, but I'm sure I could probably just ask it. For some reason, it doesn't like the audio
interface.
Yeah, well, maybe because I'm on multi-channel. Let me switch to stereo for there on the system level, and let's see if it does it now. Anyway, I thought that was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, yeah, there it goes. It's working. It must have been the multi-channel input from Rodecaster.
So switching it to
switching the input, yeah, and system preferences, switching or system settings,
nice.
switching it to stereo input worked.
Nice.
And my app is still using my audio hijack app still uses multi-channel, so I'm only recording mi voice. But yeah, let's see how this works. Maybe it'll help out with the show notes and shit. Yeah, give me you gotta use the AI, you gotta make it work for you, not against you.
Yeah. Everyone talks about it like it's hurting them somehow. And you know what? I mean, I'm a broken record about it. It's like you gotta start using it. It's like the internet, right? Old people in the internet.
Yeah.
That was threatening their lives. It was threatening their jobs, threatening all of the things. And then they were so against it, and now they can't even fucking open an app. They can't
can't even wake up without freaking looking at their Facebook before they get out of bed. These freaking old people.
Oh my God. Facebook and old people, bro. It's the worst.
I don't get it.
Ugh. Like Facebook was already annoying when it was just the people that you knew.
Yeah.
And now comment sections, because they essentially tried to make it your one-stop shop for all things social media. It just gave that access to old people. And they're the worst.
Yeah.
Worst. Anyway, I could talk about that all day. Just yelling.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Fucking terrible. All right. It's already 10 o'clock EST. So we might as well get this ball rolling. This is
EST
263.
This episode is the 263rd one on the 29th of July, 2025, in the year of our Lord.
In the year of our Lord.
The year of our Lord.
You said in the year of our Lord, and the viewer went bloop.
Amazing.
Just disappeared.
Amazing.
Bible Network. That's what
I thought that would get us more views.
I know. You would think, right?
You would think. Oh, you know what it is? You're not wearing your red hat this week.
Not wearing my red hat. That's right.
Red hat. That's what gets us all the views.
I believe it's right there. I can do it.
People love the red hats, no matter what it says on it.
Yeah, right. That's the craziest part. Is it obviously does not say anything near "Make America Great Again," and still people are triggered by it.
Oh yes.
It's just the optics of it.
It's just you're wearing a red hat. I mean, I feel bad for Cincinnati Reds fans, and
yeah, I'm wearing a red hat with white lettering.
Yeah,
I'm the
God
devil.
forbid. God forbid. You're a Nazi.
And it sucks because that's such a cool colorway.
Nazi. It's like this whole I was and I don't know if this is probably good pre-show versus real show. This whole Sydney Sweeney thing, you hear about this?
Yeah,
obviously.
a little bit. Yeah.
It's like, how the fuck? I mean, I get it, but jumping to Nazi propaganda is a little bit of a stretch. So she dropped the American Eagle campaign with the jeans, right? And it's all Sydney Sweeney has good genes. And so people are claiming
they turned that into like she has good genes because she's white or some shit.
Well, I guess some of the commercial videos are like described, like her features, right? Her blonde hair and her obviously doesn't say her white skin, but it describes her and her features, and it's like, and the reason that she has this is because she has good genes, and you could have good genes too, and get Sydney's genes or some shit like that, right? And it's and so you I seen like an article about it, and you watch like the people complaining about it, and they're obviously people that do not look like Sydney Sweeney.
Shocker. Of course.
And they're all like jumping to the next level. Like, I get it. It's not like it's not the most brilliant idea.
No.
It's not the most wholesome idea, right? Not that sexy gene ads have ever been wholesome. But yeah, it doesn't exactly encourage positive body imagery. But again, when have they ever?
Never.
Not shocked at that. And I'm okay, sure, because they've never done it. Why should we not hold them to the fire and say that they should do it? Okay,
sure,
whatever.
Okay.
But
I mean, just to interject there, right? When we're talking about body positivity, right? Even Lizzo changed courses. Okay,
100%. I mean, body positivity, when I refer to it, doesn't mean
love yourself.
The fuck you want. It just means
love yourself. Whatever. Who cares?
Love yourself, right? If you're basically saying Sydney Sweeney are the aspiration, then anyone that doesn't look anything close to her, maybe they shouldn't love themselves. I guess I can see the stretch where you can put those two things together. But the stretch of saying that American Eagle is now promoting Nazi propaganda,
that's wild.
Because they're talking about genes, like, it's not fucking eugenics, y'all. Like, they're not saying all non-Sydney Sweeney people should die.
Sure.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
people just like to be outraged. It's wild.
Yes, they turned this shit into an outrageous.
The left will say it's the right will say it's the left, and then everybody's just arguing over the dumbest shit possible.
I mean, at the end of the day, Sydney Sweeney's winning.
You know what it really is, though?
It's fucking Jeffrey Epstein.
About that Epstein list. Exactly. Exactly.
100%. It always comes back to Epstein, man.
Oh, shit.
I love that. I love that we were on the same page.
I did see, I saw something about that, and I've been seeing, how the clips just come up. You don't even have to. So I saw the gist of the ad stuff. And then one of them was on Facebook where it had the cover and it had whatever. I don't like digging into those things, right? But you know how there's always that one comment and you always have to read that one comment?
Mm-hmm. Of course. It highlights the popular comment that's going to trigger you the most.
This time it was a good one. It was like, did you hurt your back? Did you hurt your back from stretching so hard, or some shit? So
that's basically where my head is as well.
Right. So yeah, I didn't look into it because I'm just like, it's some stupid shit.
It was like one of the top stories trending yesterday, and so I seen something about it, and I was sitting right next to my wife, and my wife was like, I mean, it's not a great ad. But Nazi propaganda?
Yeah, that's wild.
Relax.
People weren't that outraged for Kanye actually selling swastikas.
Yes, exactly.
Outraged, but I didn't see that much about it. But anyway, whatever.
Anyways, yes.
I know. And if somebody would be offended by that, it's you. You're obviously Jewish.
100%, yes.
You do look Jewish.
I know. but to be fair, I look everything.
That's true. You look like a little bit of everything. That's right.
Everywhere I go, And it doesn't help that I always try to like copy everyone's accent from where I'm at to seem local. And everywhere I go, people are like, "Are you local?"
Yeah, I naturally do that. It's I don't know why I do that.
It's same. It's natural. I don't know if it's a me insecurity to not feel out of place, but I try to project and say, no, I don't want. I'm being empathetic. I don't want them to feel like they need to stretch to have a conversation with me. I will do my best to make them comfortable, and if I'm in a foreign country, I might learn a few phrases that and learn the accent as well, so that it feels natural coming out of me and I don't just sound like a dumb American. But the problem is sometimes I do that too well, and then they're like, "Oh, where are you from?" And then they just start going off in their language, and I'm like,
like
yeah. And people are looking at me like, "Yo, what are you saying?" I don't know, bro, but just keep laughing and smiling so that they don't think I'm being rude.
I thought about it in my shit, because you know me, bro. I've been trying to unpack my everything that is me, because for so long I tried to be somebody else, right? Like or at least I felt like I didn't get I didn't fit in most places, so it's like I try to assimilate to make myself feel accepted, right? Like I'm from the hood, so if I go outside of the hood, I don't want people to think like, oh, this is some ghetto ass dude, right? So I make sure that I know how to speak properly, and
code switch.
When I write a text, I don't abbreviate that much. I use my punctuations because I don't want to lose that and be perceived as somebody who's stupid, because hood dudes are thought of as being stupid or less than, and I didn't want things like that. And I remember telling it to one of my neighbors when I lived in Brighton, and two white dudes, and they were cool as shit. We're hanging out, and I was like, yeah, man, I was kind of like almost like a brag. I'm like, yeah, man, like I could blend in pretty much anywhere, right? Like if I'm with this type of group, I know how to change myself so that because I'm like more like a chameleon. I just try to blend in wherever I go and meet them in their thing. And they were like, well, why don't you just be yourself? And it was like that. And that was the moment literally where I was like, I honestly don't even really know who that is. You know what I mean? Like, and that I've been, since that moment, it really opened my eyes to like, be who you are and fucking, and try to be more of that and do those things regardless of what people think. And it wasn't until then that I figured that out. But because of that, if I'm on the phone and I'm speaking in Spanish, because I'm not that comfortable in Spanish, even though my Spanish isn't terrible, right? But I'm not comfortable with it because I'm from here. I'm not from PR. So I'm very careful with it. When I don't think about it, it flows. When I'm overly thinking about it, then I start stumbling on my words.
Yeah.
And doing the call center stuff is when I noticed that, like, if I'm speaking to someone from Mexico, I'm kind of speaking a little bit in their accent, and Spanish and Dominican, same thing. But and then when I start to flow, they're like, "Tú eres boricua, ¿verdad?" Like, oh yeah, I could tell.
Yeah.
Because then I start getting too loose with it. But
right, exactly.
Anyway, I digress. All right, cool. Hope y'all learned a little bit about us there. All right, I'm gonna play the intro song, and then we'll just get right into it again.
Let's do it.
And here we go.
Did these guys do any research?
Who the hell do they think they are? Welcome to Casual Nerds.
Everyone, welcome to episode 263 of the Casual Nerds. As always, you know me.
What's up, what?
You know my guy on the other end. You know what it is, baby.
Make sure you check it out, homie.
Make sure you check it out, baby. Yeah, we missed last week. due to miscommunication. So we didn't get through to that. My bad, because we didn't give you a heads up. We didn't give you a heads up. So for the people that reached out to me and asked, like, "Yo, y'all recording?" I appreciate y'all. But we ended up not doing that. So I spent time with my family. I went home and just started watching some TV. I've been enjoying that with the kids since they're not in school. It's been cool to do that. Johnny, you do anything crazy this past 2 weeks?
Crazy?
Not crazy.
I don't think I've done anything crazy. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Update people.
Big updates in the Malave household. We've fired our nanny, and the kids are now full-time daycare as of this week.
How does that feel?
And that is weird. It's just weird.
Other people in a different place.
Having the house all to yourself and quiet from 8:30 in the morning to almost 6 o'clock at night is
makes you
not
feel
something I'm used to. It's makes you feel all kind of things. But nah, it's so far so good. I mean, we're only 2 days in, and I think the kids are liking it.
Sure.
They got their qualms and their beefs, but outside of that, yeah, man, it's new chapter in the in the kids' journey, and ours as well. So that's pretty much it. And then outside of that, I mean, I was in Cali last week, and that was cool.
Nice.
I checked in with the mayor. I made sure to let Blazer Ramon know I was in town.
Nice.
But I was literally like in and out like some shit. It's crazy. Every time I go there, man, that they got my schedule wrapped so tight that I could barely
get anything. To live, homie.
Anything fun. Yeah, I didn't even get, chance to chill in San Francisco, get some good. I did go to a dope Thai spot in Cupertino, but that was about it. Yeah, it was I don't usually get to explore as much as I would like.
Yeah, I remember going out to San Fran, and I did like San Jose. I think over there I ate mainly Mexican food, just because that authentic Mexican food, you couldn't go wrong with it.
Yeah.
And coming from over here, and that was my first time, like it just felt like it was something different. It's like the same, but different because it was just better.
Yeah.
But that's mainly when I go to SF, or the times I've been to SF. I don't know. I just kind of walk around.
Get some pupusas.
Yeah, get some pupusas. Ugh.
That's what I gotta get next time I'm there. I should be there next month. I gotta get some pupusas.
Yeah. Freeze them shits. Bring them home. Freeze them and save them for October.
Not bad.
I gotta figure out how the hell I'm gonna get over there too. I gotta start booking some shit. Nice. Yeah, I didn't do much. We had Xander's birthday. My now 9-year-old had his birthday party, and now we're getting ready for Alani's 12th birthday party.
Woo.
Yep.
These kids just growing.
Kids are growing, and you talking about the kids actually like going to daycare.
Yeah.
Violet, come this fall, goes to kindergarten. So now Jillian will be able to.
Oh shit! Leo said he could ship us some pupusas.
Oh, look at that!
Might have to take him up on that.
I know. We got to get him a mic, bro. We gotta figure something out. Leo, we gonna have you on the show. Don't worry. We'll have you on the show. You gotta get mic'd up, especially if you send some pupusas.
That might just pay for the fucking.
That might just do it.
That might just cover your expenses right there.
Right there. Man. Yeah. But last couple of weeks have just been a lot of getting ready. Last few weeks have been a lot of getting ready for that. How, like freaking yard work, building things. Like just before coming here, I had to build another small piece that goes on the trampoline we just built for these kids.
Oof.
So, yeah,
home life.
Yeah, that's really what it is. If it's not that, it's me running back and forth to this place.
It's that budding 3D print business you got going on.
Yeah, man. It's just a little. It's just a little sprout. It's a little sprout. Little sprout right now. Yeah. I just need to find those products that I can make a crap ton of them, and then just package them and sell them.
Yeah.
Not everything is custom.
Yeah. Well,
I don't want a custom thing, but that can't be the thing that like blows the hell up. And now I'm like, I'm just tied up for 15 hours a day while working, just 3D modeling something. But
yeah, only if it's lucrative enough.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if anything is lucrative enough. Right. Put it this way, if it blows up to the point where I could quit my job to focus on this and it's paying more than what my job is paying, I welcome it. Yeah, I welcome that.
For sure.
That challenge.
Yeah, there you go. If only you could 3D print pupusas.
I have heard that you could 3D print food.
Interesting.
And that is a real thing. Like, but we don't have to get into that now. But that is a thing. I just literally saw something where you could 3D print soap. It's not at the point where it's like great smelling soap or anything, or it doesn't lather up.
I guess it cleans you, right?
Yeah, not necessarily that's not great smelling soap, but it doesn't lather like regular soap for some reason. This is just something that I saw, but it can actually, like, I could use the machine that I have in order to do it. They sell it's like a filament, and of course the dude who did it made a bar of
a load of money.
No, he made Fight Club, like the bar of soap, but like,
oh, that's funny. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. But you could those are pretty easy to model something. You just pick something popular and yeah. Like if y'all want y'all Buffalo Bills soap, hit me up. I'll figure it out.
Weirdo Bills fans.
Right. Oh man. See, he said he thinks he saw a video of someone 3D printing a steak. Nah,
that sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like microfiber. It's actual meat, but I don't know, it's like broken down on a specific level, and I don't know the ins and outs of that. I just remember they were doing that. Or no, actually it might be, you're right, like lab grown meat. I don't know, vegan, if that counts as vegan, probably, because you're not killing an animal. But they were exploring that.
I don't know. That's a good question. What do the vegans say?
But I'm just saying, like, it's a wild concept that they were trying to experiment with a while back, because if this shit hits the fan and we run out of food or something, that's gonna be a viable source of.
It ain't gonna be Impossible Burgers, I'll tell you that, because
right.
They just can't make it.
Yeah, it's impossible.
It's the fan, and the labs that Impossible Burgers are made in will also be shut down.
That's true. Yeah, and if it involves any kind of produce, as long as it's not coming from Wegmans warehouse or Gucci.
Yo, what the fuck is happening at Wegmans? Somebody sent me a video the other day, and the entire produce area was empty.
Yeah, somebody got murdered at the warehouse right across the street.
Yeah,
from the studio, somebody got murked, and in the warehouse, and apparently it was in their produce freezer where it took place. So everything in that room is now contaminated. So they won't have any produce until probably like it said like mid next week or some shit like that.
Oh my god.
It could have been mid like this week. Like they could start taking the produce to the stores now. But yeah, so somebody got murdered there. And like a few days prior to that, someone got murdered inside of the Amazon warehouse in Chilai.
Yeah, it's
Separate
a
incidents.
bad time to be a warehouse worker.
Bro, I've worked at factories and I remember going through metal detectors. So I don't know how this person got through with a gun, but prayers up to them, man. 25-year-old man got murked. So anyway.
Damn, 25?
Yeah, he was 25.
Any idea what it was over?
Nope, they haven't released it, but they caught the dude. He was in like Tennessee.
Oh shit! So it was a fight. It wasn't like no deranged.
I don't know, they haven't. They didn't even confirm that the dude
one-on-one stuff.
Yeah, they didn't even confirm that dude worked there. It didn't say two workers. Like one worker killed another. It's assumed because it's happened inside. How else would he get inside? But yeah, dude was like 32 who killed him, and they caught him in Tennessee. And he had a loaded gun on him when he got caught. Like
smart.
Yeah, no,
individuals are geniuses.
After great decisions. So
yes,
yeah,
of course
that happens. Anyway, let's get to what we're actually here to talk about, and that's cinema, right? all the nerdy cinema,
the theater,
thespians. Let's see. All right, so it's been a little bit. So some of this news is a little bit older, I guess, if you follow this stuff, but we still want to talk about it. So one of the I don't think I want to dive deep into the into like the bigger news that we've been waiting to discuss. But first and foremost, man, we've lost a lot of folks over the past few weeks. So rest in peace, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. Regardless of how you feel about it, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. So many people lost their lives in the past couple of weeks. It's been crazy. So anyway, rest in peace to them.
We're just getting old now. All these people
getting old.
That's
really what it comes down to.
That were cool when we were young are now old.
He wasn't that old. Malcolm Jamal Warner, 54.
And he was young. Yeah. He was still cool though when we were young. Theo.
Yeah. Yeah. Ozzy Osbourne was another. That one I think was people were expecting it because of his farewell concert.
Honestly, I knew he was alive, but I feel like we all expected him to die a lot earlier in his life.
75 for the amount of drugs and things that man has for the lifestyle, I should say, the lifestyle that he lived.
Yeah. Even though he got a lot cleaner in his later years.
For sure.
I know Sharon took pretty good care of him to try to extend as much of that life as they could. But yeah, those early years, you would have thought would have put a number on them.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have. There are a lot of people who passed away way sooner than he did, who lived a fraction of the lifestyle he did. So rest in peace to all those gentlemen, man. Let's see. Okay, so as far as Hollywood news, it was announced, and I'm not even sure this is fully going to happen because we get so many projects from this person that just haven't come into fruition. But I'm happy to see him take it on, and that's Taika Waititi. He has been confirmed to direct a new Judge Dredd movie, which was surprising to me, honestly, because Judge Dredd doesn't quite correlate with Taika Waititi for me. So I didn't know how to feel about that. And he's been he's been linked to like Star Wars movies and everything, and those movies just never actually take off. Like we never actually get him. And it's been a while since we've seen him. The last thing, well, he's had some smaller projects and whatnot, but the biggest movie I feel like that he had was Thor: Love and Thunder, and that didn't do so well. So he's been kind of just working on some passion projects since then.
He had an Oscar nominated thing that happened after Thor: Love and Thunder, right? Wasn't the that Nazi movie where he did the little kid Hitler?
No, that was it. That was a long time ago.
That was before Love and Thunder?
Yeah, you're talking about that's like one of his biggest acclaimed movies.
Yeah.
What was it? Jojo Rabbit. That was 2019.
Jojo Rabbit. Yeah. Oh.
It was 2019. Yeah. Other than that, he's been doing like What We Do in the Shadows, and let me see. He's a lot of producing. Trying to look at what he's been directing. I don't know why this always messes me up. All right. So as a director, after
you should use a call sheet, app of the day call sheet.
Yeah, I don't know why though. The IMDb, like for some reason, puts
IMDb fucking sucks. That's why, because IMDb fucking
stop it. Cut that out.
It's IMDb ever since they got no disrespect, but ever since they got bought by Amazon, they seem to focus way more on like pushing you towards subscriptions and throwing ads in your face and like really breaking up that's why. Yeah, IMDb obviously is the GOAT for the actual most of the information, right? Like they're definitely, but they make it so difficult to get access to that information that it really made me fucking hate them. And I'm more than willing to pay, I don't know what I pay this dude, like $12 a year or something to use his app.
For the other one?
Yeah.
So after Thor: Love and Thunder, he's actually has just done a bunch of like ads. I see a lot like Amazon Christmas ads, Rita Ora video. It hasn't been, it's been shorts and ads and some episodes for TV series like Time Bandits.
Not even What We Do in the Shadows? He didn't do any episodes of that?
No, it's not. No, it's not listed as after. I think he's only listed as a director for 3 episodes of What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, wow.
So, but yeah. So anyway, back to the conversation at hand. With him actually being tied to Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd.
Oof. I'm wondering. I know he's still going to do his comedy stuff, but I'm wondering if he is tied to that. Is he playing a hand at making an action movie that isn't so focused on comedy? Or will he do what he did to Thor: Love and Thunder to Judge Dredd? And why, if that's the case, why are they trusting him with that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's capable of doing that balance, right? I mean, he similar to James Gunn, whenever they make a movie and they direct a movie, you're going to expect some sort of like a level of comedy. I think the Thor: Love and Thunder, I think they just gave him too much reins on that. And he was very excited after Ragnarok, and Ragnarok's comedy was a hit for that. But then when it came to Thor: Love and Thunder, they were just so happy with what he did with Ragnarok and the reception that it had.
Yeah.
That they just gave him way too much freedom on that.
Yeah. Agreed.
And that wasn't so great. So now because of that experience, that feedback, and the criticism that came with that, will he take a hand at that, at making something a little bit more serious? Not saying that it has to be like the most serious movie.
I'm guessing there will be. And I feel like even the original, both of maybe not the most recent the most recent version, just the Dredd one, but the first one, the Judge Dredd with Sly, it was like a dark humor. And I think this one that will lean into that. Like I think he can do dark humor pretty well.
Sure.
Without going too funny. Like because the stuff from Ragnarok was like perfect. And then Love and Thunder was like so leaned into the humor. It wasn't even really his style. Like he's not typically that comedic, and even in his quote unquote comedies, right? Like they're usually pretty dark humor stuff. And so I think the Judge Dredd is going to do that as well, and I think it will be closer to Ragnarok or Jojo Rabbit style versus the what he did in Love and Thunder.
Sure. Now he oh no, I was gonna show him some grace and say
He also has a
but he did
Tower of Terror on his upcoming.
Oh, he has for yeah, I see that he has
for Disney, right? And Disney owns Tower of Terror.
Yeah. I see he still has the untitled Star Wars film in development. I see he has Very Young Frankenstein, a TV series, which that tells me comedy. The Incel.
Yeah, Young Frankenstein was always funny.
The Incel sounds like comedy, you know.
Could go either way.
Written by Jermaine Clement.
Oh, good. Well, then I'm gonna go comedy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the name The Incel, it's like you're making fun of, that. So that tells me comedy. Movie named James. This seems like okay. Maybe no. This could be action, adventure, comedy, drama. Movie called James. Jim overhears he'll be sold. Separating from his family, he escapes to Jackson Island as Huck Finn fakes his death to flee his abusive father. Their raft journey down the Mississippi begins. That sounds like it sounds like comedy. Comedy's attached to a little bit of everything that he does. That one actually sounds a little bit closer to his Jojo Rabbit.
To his style.
Yeah, that Jojo Rabbit type of style. So that could be good. So he has a couple projects coming. One with Jenna Ortega. Clara and the Sun, a robot girl designed to prevent loneliness, tries to save a heartbroken family of humans. Okay. That seems animated. Steve Buscemi's in that. Nice. That one actually seems interesting. All right. Well, I'm happy. I still say we're a Taika pod. I do enjoy.
I still am. I still
enjoy Taika's movies. He just needs to just stick to the things that he knows.
Yeah. Don't do too much.
Don't do too much. Don't let that stuff get to your head. Let's see. Yeah, Leo asked if we've seen the trailer for Weapons. That actually looks really good. I'm hyped to see it. I saw the trailer during Fantastic Four. I want to say. I can't remember if it was Fantastic Four or if it was Superman. But trailer looked amazing. No, it had to be Fantastic Four because what's her name is starring in it. Who plays
in both movies?
Silver Surfer, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
She's the teacher.
She's the teacher. Yeah.
Yep. And I believe yesterday or today it came out saying that it has 100% Rotten Tomato score.
Weapons?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I know.
I don't understand what the hell it's about.
I talked with Josh Brolin.
That's what I said to replied to Leo. I've seen the trailer and I've seen many of the teasers and I've seen the first trailer at least that dropped. I'm still like, what the fuck is I guess that's the point, right? And I appreciate that more with movies, at least the ones that I want to watch, when they don't tell me too much. then they make you want to watch the movie to find out.
Sure.
When it's a thriller / horror movie, especially one that involves children, I'm probably less inclined to eventually watch that movie. I don't know. Just me. I'm a puss. Usually don't watch those kind of movies.
Oh,
But every time I see the trailer, I'm like, fuck, this like makes me want to watch it just to find out what the fuck this is about.
No, you have to see the latest trailer. The latest trailer actually gives you a little bit more. I don't know if you want to, because that's what you like. You like the.
I'm probably not gonna see this movie, so I'm okay with watching the trailer that spoils what the fuck is happening and why it's called Weapons.
I mean, it doesn't exactly show what's happening, but it gives you just a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to watch it, we can watch it right now. Whatever.
Yeah, let's pull it the fuck up.
That's what I'm doing right now.
What are we gonna do? Get flagged by Twitch? Come on.
Maybe. 1 month ago. Nah. Is it that trailer? I'm trying to find the. Oh no! It says it's the final trailer. So.
There you go. It's the final trailer, and it must be.
Well, I wasn't sure that was the one that I saw in theater. So, all right, let me share my screen. All right, you can see that?
Yep.
This is a true story.
Monday will mark 30 days.
I'm definitely not watching this.
Those kids walked out of those homes and weren't forced to them.
7, 6, 11, 5.
There's something very wrong going on.
Moving up and down again.
This looks interesting as hell.
What do you see that I don't?
Look at what's in front of you.
Oh shit.
Director Barbary.
Bullet in the bandolier. People going lunatic. There's no discharge in the war.
Weapons. Only in theaters August 8th. Get tickets now.
Is that the trailer you saw in the theater?
It was slightly different. It gave more. That one had not a lot of dialogue, but it's essentially what it says is essentially what happens is a bunch of kids disappear.
I know what happens.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
like what exactly happens? I'm not sure. You saw that where we see people that look like zombies or something.
That was probably more than I've seen previously. The adult zombies, like most of the trailers and teasers that I've seen before, show the classroom disappearing. It just so happens to be only the classroom that Ruth was teaching. Kids left at like 2 a.m. or something and walked out of their houses and then were gone for like a month or something. And then I guess they start showing back up after a month or 3 months or something like that. And
they started saying like where did the kids go? And because it was her class, they're like looking at her.
Something you did
had something to do with it. So
that
was a lot of the lead up to this. And I know that they were going as far as, I know some influencers who, do like movie interviews and whatnot, were getting those phone calls. Like I remember one of the ones that I follow made a video. He was just like, guys, I'm about to get on a flight. And I literally just got this text message, and the text message rang and played the video. And it was like this really creepy, eerie video.
Oh shit.
Which is, and obviously it was for this movie.
I like the viral marketing.
Yeah, which is why I was like, when you sent me that whole thing for, is it Pluribus?
Pluribus, yeah.
Pluribus.
That's what you called. I was like, shit.
I called it. I got I'm like, let me do it because at what maybe it'll do something like that where it's an exclusive look at it for at least a few days as people start to roll out and you start to say, oh, I got this phone call and I don't know what to think or whatever. So
that's kind of cool. That's interesting. I like that. I dig that for me. The confusion around the movie, because everything that you detailed out, I follow and I get it. It's a horror flick. We're gonna see some weird shit.
Sure.
I think for me, the major lost point, I guess, the point that I'm most like, what is the title? Why are they called Weapons? Why is the movie called Weapons? What is the weapons? And the most that I've seen anything is this trailer that you just showed, where it says anything can hurt you or something like that.
Yeah, it's weaponizing the children or the town, like these people.
But that's what I need to see more of that. Like what's going on and.
That was my thought from the get-go when all we knew was the kids disappear in the middle of the night.
Right.
It's like, oh, so they're being.
So I was like, what? The kids are weapons? Like some evil spirit is taking all these kids to then like throw them at people or like, make them some sort of soldiers or something for the evil spirit. That's what I was like, is that what the fuck Weapons is? That's a weird title for a movie if that's what it's about. But it seems like it's more than that. So that's probably the most intriguing part and what would lead me to actually watch the movie. But let's be honest, I ain't gonna watch that shit.
Nah, that's my jam, bro. I love
100%. I will wait for your recap and review.
I mean, I really enjoyed Barbarian, and it's the same director, so.
And It.
I loved It.
Which I know y'all were kind of pushing me to watch, and I think I saw another trailer for it. I was thinking about it, and I saw a trailer for it, and I was like, nah, this ain't my jam. maybe
you gotta watch it, man. You gotta watch it.
It too, like the second one with like Bill Hader and them.
And one,
and I was like, maybe that one I would watch and I would get through it. I know I wouldn't enjoy it. I hate shit that keeps me on the edge of my seat the entire fucking movie.
Such a pussy.
I know.
Being such a pussy and just watch it.
Gotta like pop some.
I actually need. I gotta start calling the guys more, man, and actually having like a guys movie night type thing, because I don't have anyone to watch scary movies with. And this is something that developed later in life. I couldn't stand them as a kid. Hated scary movies. Didn't like that feeling. Same as you. Like, didn't like the feeling of that edge of your seat, feeling anxious about what the fuck is about to happen. I didn't like that growing up. And
interesting.
I remember my aunt, whenever I used to go sleep over her house, her family were all fans of horror. So they were always watching Friday the 13th, freaking Nightmare on Elm Street, Chucky. Like they loved all of that, to the point where my cousins, their kids watch it. Like they enjoy watching these horror movies. And every time a new horror movie comes out, like I want to watch it, but I have nobody to watch it with. It's something that I have to watch when nobody is around. The kids aren't gonna just randomly pop into the room. So yeah, it's like a theater watch. I can't even I dragged Jillian to watch it, the first one, and couldn't get her to watch the second one with me. And the only reason why she saw it was because it was my birthday. It came out and I wanted to watch it. I was like, yeah, treat me to a movie for my birthday. It's my birthday gift. Come with me to the movies. And she was like, all right. That was the only reason. I'm surprised I got her to watch Sinners. We just started watching Sinners. But she's like, oh, I could do vampires. I don't
She's like your
spirit stuff.
multiple views of Sinners to get it.
The what? I saw it one time.
You said you started watching Sinners, so it's like it's taking you multiple sits to get through it.
Yeah, because by the time we sit down and watch something, right, we have an episode of something in the chamber, and that's what happened. We started watching Sinners. We got an hour into it. Then it was time for bed. She had to go to work the next day. I got to go to work. Yeah. And we still have an hour and a half left. So
okay.
Yeah. So
I want to do that. It's usually kids are earliest asleep by 8 o'clock, but usually I want to say 8:30-ish. Sure. And then we got to eat food. So then, like, as we sit down to watch while we eat something, we usually have something in the chamber, something that we got to catch up on, smoke, stick. Well, stick just finished, but
that's exactly where we're at. We caught up on everything. We're watching Dexter, we're watching Smoke, and we just finished Stick. But now we just need. We didn't have anything, so that's why
I want to watch like the Happy Gilmore shit, and
I saw
a couple other movies where I've been thinking about, like, maybe we could do movies and then just kind of split it if she falls asleep or whatever. But
sure.
That's a good call. What was it? Smoke Stick. Oh, Dexter.
Dexter,
Tried last night to not to veer too far off, but I'll just say that tried to do it in order since we had missed Original Sin.
Mm-hmm.
And so I watched the first episode of Original Sin last night, and she was not feeling it at all.
No,
she thought it was way too cheesy, which I was trying to put it in the context, because Dexter as a show from the start has always been kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think because we saw it when we saw it, this is how I was thinking about it as I was watching it. The rest of the TV world has matured and gotten way more serious. And so now the shows that you watch are way more serious. But at the time when Dexter first came out back in like 2011, 2010, it made sense that the show was like kind of serious, kind of exaggerated, and you just kind of went along with it.
Sure.
But because of the serious nature of what he was doing and being a serial killer, killing other terrible people, it was watchable. For some reason, I'm watching the Original Sin version, and it just felt a little bit lighter and less serious, and we were just like,
because it's how is it going to take itself serious when it's literally a flashback, right? He's on the table, literally a flashback. So it's a little bit more cheesy, and I think it's just funny to see.
I love seeing all the people that look almost exactly like
they were so great.
Almost everyone is a perfect match for a Deb. I'm a little
she's
not exactly. She honestly, on measure, she looks a little too good to be Deb.
Right. Yep. I feel you.
And her titty's a little too big. But outside of that, almost everyone else like really looks like they're
Masuka with the laugh and everything.
The laugh is perfect. The actors did a really great job. Shout out to them. The casting director did an amazing job. Shout out to them.
To give you, if you can't make it,
we're just going to do Original Sin and not Original Sin, Resurrection. I think we're just going to. Might watch the last episode of Original Sin, just to see how it ended, but I don't even know that we need that.
No, I don't think you even need it, right? Because it just that was the downside to it. Like that's the allure of it, is this cast is amazing at portraying the original cast.
Yeah.
Minus what's his name, who plays the dad.
Christian Slater. Yeah, he's not exactly a Harry.
As Harry, but yeah, now that I've started Resurrection, it literally it's just rehashing the older story on how Dexter became a part of that family and
good. All right, I might just
it has nothing to do other than the connection of he's
alive now.
He's in the bed and he's alive in a coma, and this is the dream that he's having. That's it. And then Resurrection, literally, he wakes up and continues on with the story of
okay.
So
cool.
So it's not, if you're not into it, that's okay. Move on to
we got our fill from the first episode of the all the rehashing.
You're wild for that, but still, I respect it.
I honestly, you know me, I'm a 3 episode
kind of guy.
Offer. I like to at least give it 3.
Mm-hmm.
But we were both pretty much just staring at our phones while the show was playing.
Yeah,
and that's where I was like, yeah, I don't think either of us are in this. So I looked at her and she was like, babe, this sucks. And I was like, I ain't gonna go that far. But it's definitely not holding water. Okay,
that's fine. All right, so let's see. We have quite a bit of stuff to.
A lot more to talk about.
So both James Gunn and Kevin Feige came out and started, kind of telling us a little bit about what's, the future holds for both DC and the MCU. The DC hasn't changed much as far as, he's just pretty much, he came out and said, James Gunn, and I'm paraphrasing here, but James Gunn came out pretty much and said that, it's going to confirm that there's 1,000 different multiverses and that's going to present themselves within the DCU at any given time. I think, honestly, they're kind of just figuring out what's going to work, especially with the success of Superman, which they finally passed $500 million in the box office.
Yeah, they passed Man of Steel, right?
They passed Man of Steel, correct. So with the success of that, they were kind of waiting for that, right? And now that they have that, it's released. It's people are loving it. Obviously, they're enjoying it. Now it's what comes next? And he did confirm that they're still working on a script for Batman, the Brave and the Bold. But he also came out and said that he's had discussions with Rob Pattinson about possibly being Batman in the DCU. But also preface that with, it's still not his, or followed that up with, it's still not his favorite idea. He still doesn't want to go that route. But they have at least talked about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard this before from other people, but I'm kind of starting to agree with it, right? Because I kind of love the thing about James Gunn that I love is that he's so interactive on social media, right? It makes you kind of feel like you could possibly have a conversation with him. Right? He can hear you out no matter who you are, right? I like that feeling of it. Yeah. But also because he's so responsive on social media, he kind of gives a lot of the allure away, and he gives, some things that are kind of true now. And in about a month, it may not be true. And then he starts to, give some other information, and maybe that works for keeping people in the dark, but I don't know. I do you think social media is kind of hurting them or helping them?
I think is little of both. I think for the most part, it's helped him because of what you said. It gives you that vibe. He's been able to use it to make you feel like you're his friend, all right? Especially because he embraced threads early on.
Sure.
And threads early on was a smaller community. So to see him like, responding to a whole bunch of people and shutting shit down and accepting other things, and it made it feel valid, right? And you're like, oh shit, this is like a good follow. I think there are times though that he's responding to shit that like, bro, just fucking work on whatever the fuck you're working on. Like, get off social media.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to like continue to make everyone feel like you're part of their circle. So there's some where I feel like it's hurting, like it's just all right, that's enough. Too much in that space.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I would say, yeah, I fuck with it. I think it's
I
cool.
agree. I mean,
Nobody else is doing. Kevin Feige is a fucking enigma. Nobody knows anything about the dude. He's not on social media. He barely does interviews. Like, and he prefers it that way, and that's cool. Like the MCU is a mystery, and he wants it to be a mystery for the most part. And I think James Gunn hated that, and that's why he's doing the opposite of that.
yeah. I mean, I do agree that I do like his interaction. I just don't know if it's in some way kind of hurting, like just
it could definitely be hurting.
But either way, keep up the good work. As long as you keep pumping out movies and projects like Superman, and just raising the bar from there, you will always have a fan with me, right? In Gunn we trust.
Gunn we trust.
In Gunn we trust. I know that so far they've pretty much confirmed certain projects, and I know that they've confirmed Paradise Lost, which is like the having to do with the Amazonian women from Wonder Woman. Peacemaker, obviously, we've seen that. And they confirmed. Wasn't there like a teaser recently? I think I didn't even get a chance to watch it, but apparently it confirms that the that it's going to be dealing with a lot of the repercussions of the what was it called in Superman, the pocket universes.
Pocket universe, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be dealing with a lot of the pocket universe stuff. And
yeah, I saw the trailer for Peacemaker, and it seems like there's just 100 pocket universes that they go into.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a shit
ton. Like the multiverse of madness, almost.
That and that makes sense, because now we're going to be experiencing, multiple John Cenas, multiple Peacemakers.
Yeah.
That's how they're going to make it make sense that the DCEU had this Peacemaker and they made the cameos, but now it's not canon anymore. And it kind of makes it make sense of when James Gunn says, yeah, the things on the things on and they become canon as we see fit. Like whenever you seen it, that thing finally became canon, because they have to piece that shit together if they want to keep like Peacemaker going, and certain characters that were characters in the DCEU who are now going to join the DCU in the same vein, but different, like they're just going to ignore all the shit from before. So it kind of makes sense. So I'm looking forward to Peacemaker for sure. That drops at the end of the year. We know Clayface for sure. Can't wait for that. Creature Commandos next season is confirmed as well. And yeah, Supergirl. I'm very excited for that. Now that we got to really see her in there, I'm way more excited about her and Lobo. So yeah. Let's see. Brave and the Bold. Brave and the Bold. I'm hoping that they finally do come out with Brave and the Bold. I'm hoping they don't.
I think we need it.
I'm hoping
I
they do
want to
not
see
give
it.
it to the Batman. So
I want to see a different Batman out there. I want to see James Gunn's vision of what Gotham in that universe looks like and represents.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited to see.
I mean, I'm expecting we see all three. I'm expecting Metropolis. I'm expecting a Gotham. I'm expecting a what's the other one? Central City.
Yeah.
That's where the Flash is from, right? Central City.
So. I think so.
Center City, Central City, something like that.
Yeah, we're casual nerds.
We're casual here, but
yeah.
I can find out in 2 seconds.
The one thing I didn't realize, and I thought we were going to get an slightly older Batman, because they've already talked about how Damian Wayne was going to take over, or Damian Wayne was going to be the premise of this, and he's going to be showing him the ropes. But apparently they're going to be looking for a younger. They're going to be looking for a younger Batman. So,
yeah, and I think it should be to match David Cornsweet, right? Like,
yeah,
a younger group.
Sure.
Ride us out for the next 8 years.
Sure. I can't wait.
Especially the way that shit is being made now, where you got to wait fucking 6.5 years between movies and seasons and shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, pick some young person now, so we don't got to be stuck with some weird timeline shit.
Right. Well, I mean, if
like not too young though.
No. Also, I'm okay with them giving it a little bit of a breather. Let's get through the Batman Part 2. Hopefully, or maybe they'll wrap things up with Batman Part 2, and there won't be too much of an overlap of each other to confuse the masses, because there will be that outcry of people getting confused, like, but wait, this doesn't look like this, like, why do we need more than one? Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, you'll definitely get it from the nerds and the casual nerds. The ultralight casuals, like my wife and those, shows like The Penguin don't help that situation, because she loved The Penguin, right?
Right.
So she might associate, a brave and bold, and see how is this related to The Penguin. But also, most of the time, she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? These are from the same movie universe? I don't even know that there's a movie.
I mean,
there's a lot of times where that's where my wife's I mean, what was it that happened in in Fantastic Four, or very early on in the movie, they show the number of the Earth. So it's like one of the very first scenes of the movie, and it just says like Earth 828. And I lean over to her thinking that I'm gonna help her out, and I'm like, oh, just so you know, all the MCU movies that we've seen so far are in Earth 616. So this is, obviously they're explaining that this is a different universe. And she's like, what? And I was like, this movie's taking place in Earth 828. and our universe is Earth 616, so it's a different universe. And she's like, okay, I don't give a fuck. And I was like, you know what? I guess I could have said, instead of giving all the numbers, I could have just been like, just so you know, this is a different universe than our Marvel universe. Or I could have said nothing and she wouldn't have given a fuck.
Yeah.
She would have just enjoyed the movie as a standalone movie that it was.
Sure.
And so that's where I'm talking about, you know, her level of casualness is so casual. It's like,
yeah, but
I enjoy comic book movies, but I don't really care about the connection between all of them. That doesn't mean anything to her.
I think
like,
more
wait a minute,
who enjoy action flicks, who like are looking forward to a Batman movie, but aren't necessarily following what James Gunn is doing and what Marvel is doing, other than, oh, I saw a trailer for this. Like, that's cool because this game, you know, like this was awesome. These movies sucked. You know,
I think she's there. Like, she would watch and be like, oh, that's cool. I remember seeing the Penguin. That's part of Batman, right? But if I'm just like, it's a different Batman, she'd be like, oh, okay. I don't know that she would care that much.
Think that she would care. All right, then maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe you're right. I just think I think that
and you know, you go back 30 episodes. I'm sure that I said this was a stupid idea. People like my wife will be so lost and confused. But the more that I see how much she cares about shit that I do, the more I think that maybe there are more people out there that just don't give, that are much lighter casual nerd light, diet casual nerds.
I just think that maybe they hang their hat a little bit too much on their comic side, more so than. But again, James Gunn has come out and said that even though that these movies are going to be connected to a certain extent, he wants to make sure that the scripts are great as a standalone movie for the viewers who don't really follow all of it, you know, as it goes along. So anyway.
Oh shit! I just realized that this bourbon that I was drinking is 94 proof, and I just finished the bottle.
I could tell you getting lit over there.
Yeah, apparently. I didn't think it was like that, but
all right. So let's get through this before my man.
This is the last pour.
Yeah. So and also a big I guess it's been the rumor, you know, behind the scenes saying that now DC is trying to fast track a Wonder Woman movie, which
I'm good
on that too. I'm not a huge fan of Wonder Woman, but I also feel like it's the next logical thing, right? The first Wonder Woman was a success and it's a known character. So you'll get a lot of people in the theater to follow up this one. You know what I mean? Like, to have some more familiarity with some characters, because at the end of the day, like, sure, Supergirl, you just already associate that with the Superman universe. Like, that's cool. That's obvious. Clayface, I'm not so sure. You know, Batman obviously going to bring people in the theater. Creature Commandos and things like that. Like, those are, you remember, he shines with the obscure. So instead of putting way too much on the obscure, bring somebody in who's who's just a familiar name. I don't think it'll hurt. So I believe that.
I agree with you. I just feel like the first set of the Wonder Woman movies. Sorry,
that's some good bourbon.
There goes some bourbon is kicking it. Now, the first set of the Wonder Woman movies were dope because, one, we hadn't seen Wonder Woman on screen in a standalone film for, like, I don't know, 50 years or something. whatever it had been. Not in my movie watching life, right? And to be fair, like Gal Gadot was not like, it's not an amazing actor. However, she really fit the bill of what a Wonder Woman would look like. Like she looked exactly like a modern version of what we've all come to expect Wonder Woman to be, right? I mean, she's tall, Amazonian style. Like she's not, she's obviously beautiful model before being an actor, but kind of is a little bit fit. And she, you know, apparently has a history in the Israeli army or defense force or whatever the fuck they're called. So it fit, right? It made sense.
Sure.
And because of that, it was like this is our Wonder Woman. Now we're like, all right, we're enough of that. And we've seen like Wonder Woman 84, which was a shitty ass movie, right? So we're like, okay, the first one was awesome, and her being a part of the Justice League is cool. Do I need or want another Wonder Woman movie? That's the only reason where I'm like, I could wait 10 years before I get another Wonder Woman film.
It's inevitable. I get all of the things that you're saying.
One of the major IPs in the Justice League, so I get it.
People recognize that and go, "Oh, I want to go watch that movie." I
would rather watch a Green Lantern movie. Sure.
I mean, we're getting Lanterns the show, and who knows if that will spawn off. But we're already getting that's already filming. We are getting that that series, and we just saw a Lantern in Superman. So it makes sense that we get like another Justice League associated character.
Batman Brave and Bold better come out before.
But that's what I'm saying. They're trying to fast track Wonder Woman. I think they're trying to. I don't believe we're going to get a Brave and the Bold before, obviously not before the Batman 2, because they don't even have a script for Brave and the Bold.
Right.
But I think they're trying to let it breathe a little bit before we get that Batman, so that we can get the Batman 2. We can let that breathe for a little while and then kind of separate the two in tonality and time. So we need something else to release that's a familiar property that isn't having to do with Batman, because they're hanging so much.
I see what you're saying
on the Batman. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it all depends on who they get to.
And that's the next big thing. Yeah, that's what they're saying, is they're currently looking for the next Wonder Woman, and it's rumored that they're really eyeing the woman from Andor.
The woman from Andor.
Yeah, what's her his girlfriend?
Bixby from Andor?
Yeah. He's like, oh, I can see that.
I can see that. I can fuck with that.
Yeah. I know you can. You can.
You know I can.
Yeah.
Bix could get it.
Right. So I know you can. So
all right, Disney or Warner Brothers.
Right. We'll see what comes out with that. But all right. So everything else, let me see. We can kind of go through this a little bit. We'll try to get through it, because now we're running a little short on time. But Kevin Feige, within the last, we were supposed to talk about this last week, but we didn't make it in, but we got to talk about it now. Kevin Feige laid out the 7-year plan for the MCU. This came out randomly because Marvel opted out of being at SDCC, the San Diego Comic-Con, which usually Hall H is what we look forward to with all of the information and the panels having to do with Marvel, where, they explain what exactly is going to happen. When they didn't do that, randomly we got a number of different interviews with some bigger publications where he laid out these plans. So,
yep.
One of the bigger things that I kind of call bullshit on, but he said it, was the fact that having to do with Kang, right? I saw something that I didn't read it from an exact quote in any of the articles.
Mm-hmm.
I saw something which, you know, so I'll add a little asterisk next to it because I'm not sure if it's true. But he said that he would welcome the idea of bringing Kang back into the MCU in smaller pieces. And the thing that I call kind of a little bit of cap on is that he said that even before Jonathan Majors having the issues that he had with, you know, with his troubles, that they were already thinking about moving away from Kang because Kang wasn't they didn't see Kang as a Thanos level.
Yeah.
Right. And they were already starting to talk about Doctor Doom, and because the rights from the Fox universe kind of landed around that same time, that opened that up. And when it opened that up, that's really where the conversations for Doom started to pour out. I'm sure there's some truth to that. Where when they got the rights to it, they started talking about Doom because why wouldn't they? Right? That's the bigger you know, villain there. I think that was possibly going to be the villain probably from an even bigger thing, right? They had a Kang dynasty thing going, and maybe the multiverse wouldn't have ended until the following phase where it led up to an even bigger Doom type of thing. But I don't believe that Jonathan Majors' troubles didn't, you know, wasn't the reason, wasn't just the reason I had to pivot. I don't believe that.
I mean, yeah, 100%. Like it definitely affected, and I would call cap on that. However,
I would like for them to bring him back.
I could also see that once they got access to the Fox universe, they were like, oh shit, like we can go bigger than Kang. Let's go bigger than Kang. Because they already knew at that time that Kang was the biggest they could do with what they had access to. But now that we got access to more, we can go harder. I'll give him a little leeway on that.
Sure.
But that's about as far as I'll let him throw it. Like, don't try to front.
I would love for him to bring back Jonathan Majors as Kang. That doesn't need to be recast. I think he needs. I'm loving that he is actually, you know, he's looking like he's working his way back into Hollywood. People are starting to give him more of a chance. I saw him doing some, you know, some gun training for a movie coming up that he has. He has another movie that's supposed to be releasing about, you know, bodybuilding.
Okay.
That is supposed to be amazing, and it doesn't surprise me. He's a great actor, right?
Yeah.
So and to see everything that was going on, I like to see that he's working his way in. And I've always said, with the results of everything that happened in his court case and everything, he deserves some sort of redemption when it comes to the MCU. If James Gunn could come right back, you know, after the wild shit he was accused of, Jonathan Majors could definitely make a comeback within the MCU.
Easy.
Let him play Kang. Let him play Kang, you know, for however long that you can use that character. It would be wild. So, he also addressed Blade, said that he revealed that there were 4 versions of Blade in the works previously, and none of them pretty much just none of them landed. They couldn't get it to work with what they wanted to do. One of them was set in the period of like the 1930s, and when that plan, they actually confirmed that those clothes were sold to Ryan Coogler for Sinners.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so a lot of the clothes that they went that far into it where they had costumes made.
Wow.
for that. So
it was Blade like.
Yeah. A lot of people are wanting him to. They were saying like, "Yo, why don't you allow Coogler to do it?" But he turned that down. He said, obviously, Coogler is working on Black Panther, and they're happy with the projects that he's working on. They don't want to throw more at him.
Yeah.
And then he said that after two of the filmmakers bowed out, they just thought like, let's not just have them pop up in random things. Like let's do this right. Mahershala is still tied to be Blade, and now there's rumblings that it's actually going to be filming next year, but we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. Spider-Man, with the moving of obviously, like we've confirmed that he confirmed that Spider-Man is going to be dealing with a lot of street level crime, which is, your OG Spider-Man is what Spider-Man has always been. But we haven't witnessed that in a movie since the older movies.
Yeah. I love this.
Yeah, I love that.
By the way, like Spider-Man doing small
Spider-Man
time. Yeah, because that's how Spider-Man usually was. Like, okay, yes, he did have his big bads that he had to, handle. But for the most part, he was like a street level crime fighter.
Yeah, he's just fighting people that are stealing purses and shit.
Right.
So
yeah, give me some of that. I love it.
Yeah, and then obviously confirming the addition of John Bernthal as Punisher. That has been confirmed as well.
Which the way it was described also like kind of validated what I was saying, how John Bernthal's position in the show is going to be, right? Like we're not going to get Punisher. We're going to get the Spider-Man Punisher, goofy back and forth, street level shit. And Punisher is going to help Spider-Man overcome something, but at the end of the day, it's not a Punisher show.
Nah, I'm looking at it like I'm thinking they kind of bump heads, right? Because they go to fumble the same thing, right? The same thing. They both show up at the same place and they start to bicker.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah,
I can see that.
You're talking shit to each other a little bit, going back and forth, and then they have to team up at some point to fight somebody that's a little bit stronger, which is also rumored to possibly be the Hulk. So we'll see how that plays out.
Yes, that's right. That is a rumor.
Yeah, it's rumors. I don't know.
Wouldn't be mad at it. That's how it ends up.
Wouldn't be mad at it either. Jake Schreier, who directed the Thunderbolts, is confirmed to be directing the new X-Men.
That's right.
Mainly, he said his reason for that is he has his pulse on a younger demographic. It's obvious because like this Thunderbolts was a success because he knew what this younger audience is looking for, which is surprise, surprise, mental health. And the X-Men, as it was in the comics, is very focused on a younger oriented team. So it just makes sense. And script is already being worked on and is on the way. So
okay,
that was a good dope.
I like it.
Thing. He also said rated R films will enter the chat when appropriate. He says where they're appropriate and where they're necessary is when they would do that. I think a dope R-rated Blade. I think that's an appropriate way of doing it. If they ever do Midnight Suns,
I don't disagree.
that would be another awesome way to do that.
Midnight Suns, I don't know. I don't know that I see it ever happening.
You don't think you see that?
I don't know. It's tough.
I mean, that was the rumor a little while ago that they're looking for a Ghost Rider, and we're going to be entering the mutant saga once we're done with the multiverse saga. So that's Wolverine, that's Ghost Rider, that's
a
lot of those characters. Oh, and my favorite part of this whole thing is him discussing how, and now that we've seen Fantastic Four, we can see how this is all possible. But he was explaining how where we have great actors playing, great characters, I think it would be fun to see them in multiple places. Like obviously Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. is now Doom, things like that. He's pretty much saying that he's confirming that Iron Man and Captain America will be recast. Like pretty much everything after Secret War is going to be completely recast, revamped, rebooted. The MCU will be rebooted, and they're moving forward in a different direction. So,
okay.
Yeah. And I mean, these are things that we've talked about for a while, but it's good to get that confirmation that that's what we're doing. He says there is a plan to reset singular timelines and reboot the MCU. And now, I mean, I don't know if it's spoiler alert or not, because I'm not talking about the movie, but Franklin Richards has entered the MCU.
Entered the chat.
Yeah, he has entered the chat, and he is gonna be changing some shit. So
he's a multi-universal character, no?
Yes. Well, he has the powers of a celestial,
of doing all the things, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Of creating worlds and changing realities. So
no big deal.
No big deal. No big deal at all. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. I don't know. Do you want to talk about Fantastic Four?
I'm not opposed to it.
You're not opposed to it?
Yeah, like let's talk about it. Like I'm cool with it.
What's good? What's good? How you doing?
What do you mean?
Someone said hello to us, Johnny.
Oh,
what's good? So I said, what's good? What's good? Oh man. All right. So I mean, all right. Yeah, let's get to it because it's kind of what'd you say? Yo, if you can't
tell, the listener to the show.
Yes, sir. If you can't tell, if you missed that part of this episode, Johnny realizes that he drank 90%.
90, not 90%, 94 proof.
94 proof.
Yeah, the bourbon I decided to drink today, I did not realize was Elijah Craig, and apparently 94 proof. I mean, it's only 7% more alcohol than standard bourbon, but hey, a little bit of shine, a little extra shine, right?
So hence a little bit of the slur and a little bit of the looseness. I love it.
And also only one taco for dinner so far tonight. Dinner's not happening until later.
Okay.
A midnight dinner apparently. So there you go. There you get 94 proof on an almost empty stomach. You get a little slur, a little slur.
Yeah, just a little bit, and he's still sipping. He's still.
But I'm following the convo.
I feel you. I love it. I just mess up on
I ain't that far gone.
No. All right. So, do you actually want to? Are you okay with doing?
Yeah, 100%. I 100% am down to talk F4. Sorry for anyone watching that hasn't seen, but we're about to. Spoiler alert.
All right, guys. We've warned you. That sound means that we are going to be talking about Fantastic Four. Leo, thank you for listening. He said, I'm about to cut out because I haven't watched. Bro, that's on you for
That's on you.
You got to watch that shit like ASAP. Tickets are purchased for I have to watch it on Thursdays because I already know somebody's going to say something on Friday that's going to piss me off.
I said on the show last week, or not last week, but the week before. I said I had no idea if I was going to get to talk about the show or the movie because I had no idea if I was going to actually watch it, and it was going to be difficult based on scheduling. I mentioned I think it was in the pre-show actually, or maybe in the top of the show, how I was in California. Travel plans changed, ended up being in home on Thursday. And so after I took the kids to do what they had to do and the wife to do what she had to do. And then I was like, hey, how you feel about going to the movies this afternoon?
Yeah, you made it.
She's like, yes. And I'm like, all right, let me look real quick. It was, not the experience I usually do. It wasn't Dolby. It wasn't IMAX. It was just a plain old Jane old theater. And at the end of the day, I saw the movie on the day it came out. I was very happy.
Nice. All right. So if you care at all and about Fantastic Four being spoiled, then I would dip out now. But other than that, so Leo, peace.
Leo, peace. Jazzer, I haven't seen Happy Gilmore 2 yet.
I did.
I've been trying to. I think you saw it. But I haven't seen it yet, so I don't have much context to give to that film. If that's what you came, if you came for a Happy Gilmore talk, you might have to wait till next week. I'm trying to squeeze it in. I just haven't watched it yet.
Next stream for sure. Because we do have to talk about that. It was good. I just finished it. So
yeah, there's comments to be had.
Right. All right. So Fantastic Four. Really enjoyed it. I watch it. I appreciate it. He was watching us on mute. I love it. No. So all right. So Fantastic Four. Really enjoyed it. Really loved it. I thought it was. Was it perfect? No, it wasn't perfect. The writing was definitely a lot better than a ton of projects that the MCU has dropped within the last decade, right? Not even when did Endgame come out?
It feels 2018, like I think 18.
Okay, so we're coming up on a decade, so not quite
close
to it, right?
Yeah.
I thought that the writing was great. I thought that they did an amazing job on the characters. Johnny Storm, I love that not only was he the comedic relief as he was in the previous movies, but they kind of dumbed him down, right? They made him more of the celebrity type, which it was a little bit, it was kind of there, but he wasn't an idiot. He was actually very smart, and he was able to decipher, Silver Surfer's language to decipher that message and kind of get an upper hand on her. Sue Storm, crazy powerful, right? Pushing Galactus after pushing out a baby. She's freaking right. She's like pushing Galactus by herself with her powers.
Yeah.
Which insanity. I like Ben Grimm. Cousin is
Cousin Grimm.
Yeah. Cousin. No, so Ebon Moss, he did that. He was perfect for that. I like that that although they showed small remnants of, you know, the him dealing with being deformed and turning into a rock monster was there, but it wasn't the overall premise of the movie and the, you know, everything that the character had to offer like they did in the previous movies, right? He was dealing with a lot, and it had a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
So I like that they didn't do that. And even I was a little concerned with Pedro Pascal's portrayal of Reed Richards. And in all honesty, he surprised me. I think he's a very good actor. But his portrayal of Reed Richard was very genuine. It made me feel like, yeah, like a very smart person who's just trying to like think his way through these problems with the weight of the, like you could see the heaviness of the weight of the world literally on his shoulders, and him thinking of everything, and even trying to be delicate with the decisions, you know, that he's making. And you know, and the bickering that he did with Sue Storm on, you know, on the baby and stuff, and he didn't even really want to say it, but oh my God, you thought about it. Of course I've thought about it. I have to think about everything. That doesn't mean that I want it to happen. You know what I mean? But we got to think about every outcome. And I think that was just incredible writing, you know, and very well thought out. The only real reason why I say like it wasn't great, I feel like it could have been fleshed out a little bit more to bring a little bit more of them into it. Because it kind of felt like everything was summarized with the news clips, which was cool. It was fine. So we didn't like we connected with them because we kind of just wanted to. But we just got a crash course in this is your new Fantastic Four family, and right into it. And that just kind of felt like if that was fleshed out a little bit better, that could have put it over the top as a like this movie is amazing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But what were your initial thoughts?
Initial thoughts. I mean, yes. I thought it was a great movie. I thought it was a very family forward movie, which is what it should be. It was very unlike other MCU movies. However, for anyone saying, you know, oh, we're back in a different way. Like, it's not like we got, you know, the similar mid 2010 MCU films where they were at their height. It wasn't like another version of those. It was like, we're back. We're finally making good movies again.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how I took it. And so I thought it was a really good movie. It was solid. It was cast well. I was also nervous about Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. He played it well in the way that it was written. Is this over-pensive, super smart person. Some parts of it, I was a little like, why? Why judgment questions? Why did they go this route? Also agree with you. We got introduced to them based on the news highlights. And so we weren't really connected. We didn't see them really fighting these villains. We didn't see them, you know, going through the Mole Man fiasco or anyone else that they introduced, right? It was just like a lot of highlights.
Well, while yes, while I do throw in there like that's like if there was some of that fleshed out, it would have been like a perfect movie. I do understand why that couldn't be, and I do appreciate not having to, like have a movie about Mole Man first, and then a movie about, like these.
Yes, I didn't want them to spend half an hour on figuring out how to,
yeah.
battle Subterranea, but it was definitely kind of a little brushed over.
Sure.
And the other thing, I was talking about it with a friend of mine. It felt like, why, other than to push the narrative of the movie forward, it was a little weird that they came back after meeting Galactus and explained to everyone why they didn't beat Galactus.
Sure.
Like the fact that they told everyone that Galactus asked for their firstborn child and they denied him, and then that turned the world against them. That was kind of like, why? Yeah, y'all didn't have to do that. Why did you do that?
I mean, I put it on a like that's just how that's what I thought, right? That's just how their universe.
That's where I gave it to.
I mean,
It was like, okay, they're in a different universe, and it's the 1960s. People
they
were
a
just a little bit more,
this
yeah.
universe.
The same way with, shit, lost my train. There was the way that Galactus was it the way that Galactus was defeated? I forgot how I was gonna frame. There was something else. I'll come back to it because I know it was a pivotal point. But yeah, so the fact that they didn't really, I didn't connect with them on the historicals, and then they came forward and they just like, oh, that's what it was. The Earth just deciding to be cool with them moving the Earth to another side of the universe, and everyone was really cool with just building these massive structures.
I mean, what other option did they
have? That they built in a few weeks to move to the other side of the universe. I get it, but also it was a little suspend your belief.
Yeah, I mean,
moments.
that was a very comic booky universe.
They made it comic booky at that point for sure.
Well, yeah, and to be fair, I think I chalk it up to that universe and how gullible they are. Like, oh well, these are the superheroes. Like, they're the only superheroes.
Yeah, because the journalists weren't very like upset.
Yeah,
when they
or
asked
standoffish about it.
They were just like, so you're saying you don't know? Interesting. Yeah. Like they weren't like mad. They were like, oh, interesting. I guess I'm gonna have to write something about that. So yeah, it was very kind of 1960s-ish, picturesque version of 1960s.
Which now it's gonna be interesting to see them reacting to a modern world.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking forward to that, right? Seeing them interact with a modern world. Yes, they're smart and all of that, but when they get to 616 and the people, and they come up with a plan like that and be like,
yeah,
what do you mean you're gonna move the planet? Like
another thing that you mentioned too, the fact that Johnny wasn't smart or a genius or whatever. I took a little umbrage with at first as he was introduced, when they introduced the whole team, they were like, oh, I was one of the first people to go in space. We were the first people to go to space. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't realize that Fantastic Four is like predating Neil Armstrong, or there's no Neil Armstrong at all in this universe. Like they're the first people to go to space.
Right.
That's weird that they're all friends and family, right? Like, and then they explained it, but they made it seem like Johnny was smart to be in that role. Like, and he said something like, and it just so happened to be like my wife
It just so
and my
happens
best
that he's my
friend
sister-in-law.
and my brother-in-law. Okay, why though? That they didn't explain, because I just assumed it just so happened to be because I was hoping is because Johnny's fucking genius and Ben is the best fucking pilot out there, right?
Yeah, I mean, but that I think that was given.
And then they made Johnny kind of stupid. Not stupid, but not stupid because he was able to figure out the language thing, but like not respected by Reed.
Well, no, you
And
have
I was
to
like,
you
why
have
is
to
he there then?
this way. Like, and I was happy that they actually showed some of his brilliance in this one, because in the previous ones, he's like the rock star.
He's always a rock star.
He's,
Yes.
yeah, he's
Agreed.
like,
yeah.
well, so
And that's
like,
the comic book origin, I feel, right?
Sure, yeah, it is. But I'm just saying, in this one, they also like he's a fucking astronaut as well. Like they showed,
but why?
They showed some of his intelligence. It doesn't matter why. Like that's the Fantastic fucking Four. Like, I mean, if you want to know why, like, stop the casual nerd shit and start reading a comic. Like, they're not gonna get into all of the whys. Like, because in order to answer that, we would need a legit origin story, Fantastic Four, which we got hashed out in the other movies, and they were trying to bypass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, agreed. And I appreciate that the same way that I appreciated James Gunn's Superman. I don't
kind of saying like, yeah, we don't want to see that again.
Yeah, we've seen their origin stories before. We don't need that. Even I'm cool with the way that they did it in this movie. With the very quick highlights. You know the story of the Fantastic Four. And then they just tell you the thing that you already know. But they say it fast, and it was cool. I like it.
Yeah. So some of it,
overall,
that's really what I chalk it up.
The movie. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it a lot. I'm really looking forward to
nitpicking here. Nit picking, like tiny nits.
That is the Johnny way.
Of course. Because I enjoyed the movie, right? So I got to find something small to complain about. But to be fair,
which one was better, Superman or Fantastic Four?
Man, they're so different movies.
They are. They're very different movies.
I stick by what I said before I even saw Fantastic. It holds true. I enjoyed Superman more.
Mm-hmm.
It was just more of a big action comic book movie.
Yeah,
which it should be. It's fucking Superman.
I agree, and it's also starting,
which is why they shouldn't be compared.
I agree, and I think they took more liberties with the not liberties, but James Gunn was comfortable with the amount of action, the amount of characters. Like, it was just more robust with characters and emotion and fleshing things out. And like, I cared so much more for the characters in Superman than I did for the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So I'll chalk it up to that. That's why I feel like Superman is the better movie.
I love that. Yep.
The James Gunn is just unmatched with making you care about a bunch of people
never heard of.
About. Mr. Terrific, like, was honestly, other than Crypto, and obviously Superman, like, Mr. Terrific did not expect to walk out of that theater loving the character of Mr. Terrific. Fucking Guy Gardner. I want more of Guy Gardner. I want to know more about him. Like, I can't wait to see him in the Lanterns show. And seeing like how he interacts with the other Lanterns. You know, there was just so much more in that. And then you mix that with the humor, you know. I just thought, Superman was the better movie of the two.
I agree.
But
I definitely walked out of Superman feeling hyped, and I walked out of Fantastic Four feeling content.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. But they were both great. Both great movies. Yeah. And that mid-credit scene, though,
that changed it all.
Yes.
That set you up and was like, oh, now we really fucking back.
Yeah, now
even though it was known, I wish that we had no idea that Avenger Doomsday was coming, right? Like, that is the only negative that I would say to Marvel, is that when the first Iron Man, was it the first Iron Man? No, it wasn't the end. It wasn't the end of first Iron Man, right? That they showed Thanos. It was, I think, end of Iron Man 2.
End of Avengers, I want to say.
No, it was before Avengers.
No, it was Avengers, because I believe it was Avengers. I'm not sure if that was the exact end credit scene, but it was
regardless.
Because Loki failed. So then he says, I guess I got to do it myself.
I think you're right. Maybe it was.
Yeah.
At the end of the first Iron Man is when we met Nick Cage and we saw that they were building to something else.
Correct. Yes.
But we didn't really know what was happening.
Sure.
You know, the fact that we know that Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars are what they're building to, it's it takes a little bit of the fun out of it. Let's just say that. So
sure.
That's the only thing. You know, Superman had zero post-credit scenes that mattered. They were all just fun. Everything that mattered for a sequel happened in the movie. I respect that. When I will say, when Dr. Doom showed up in that mid-credit scene, people in my theater were screaming of excitement, right?
Yes, and they confirmed that it was. They confirmed also that it was that was Robert Downey Jr. and it was directed by the Russo brothers on the set of.
Oh, was it really? I wasn't sure. I figured that would show up in the credits.
Yeah.
And so they
confirmed it, because they even said it in the interviews. They were like, yeah, if you notice, 4 years later, the color of the room completely changed.
I did see that. Yeah, it was like the carpet changed and the room is bigger and something like that.
Sure.
Yeah, I saw that. There's obviously new Rockstar breakdowns that I want to watch. There was New Rockstar posted a video today that said that there was a different Fantastic Four story. So it's going to talk about what the original Fantastic Four story was about.
Possibly.
It'll be interesting to see.
I know that there was like some sort of, because New Rockstars on their IG page posted up images from I think it was a Little Caesars ad that showed Fantastic Four fighting a very specific monster. They were like excited, like, we finally got to see this in live action, and it
didn't show up.
And it's and it's in an ad for Little Caesars, but it's awesome that we got to see it, you know.
Okay.
So it, little things like that is cool.
Sure.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, sidetrack, since we're talking about Dr. Doom, and then we can kind of wrap it up after this because it's getting late. But they were saying how with Spider-Man now being released before Doomsday, because before it was supposed to be Doomsday, Spider-Man, Secret War. Now Spider-Man is going to be released a few months before Doomsday.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing is Tom Holland still hasn't been confirmed to be in Doomsday.
Huh.
But both films are now being filmed at the same time, so they can switch certain little things up and reshoot, which is cool. There are people who are talking about with set photos and stuff that have been released. It seems to line up with the timeline of Spider-Man being around the same timeline as the Thunderbolts.
I saw something earlier today that confirmed the timeline was 2027, which means it takes place before Doomsday.
Right. And that's Thunderbolts as well.
Right.
Thunderbolts is like just before Doomsday.
Yeah.
And
the F4 spaceship showing up right in the post-credit scene of
correct.
Thunderbolts. Yeah.
But also I heard a prediction. There's nothing that's saying that this is what's going to happen, but I heard this prediction, and it's the only way that the mid-credit scene for Spider-Man could end up. Do you want to hear what that prediction was? And it's not my prediction; it was somebody else's. But
sure,
I was like, oh.
By the time this movie comes out, maybe I'll forget it. Yeah,
especially after the drinks you're having. So I was like, oh, that's 1,000% what's gonna happen. So they're saying like, Spider-Man is in his apartment with, Mary Jane or whoever, Zendaya, whatever. There's a knock at the door. Tuk, 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 tuk. He opens it up. And it's Robert Downey Jr. in his green cloak. And he says, "Hi, Peter." And then the whole thing, boom, Spider-Man will return from Doomsday. I was like, that sounds like that's going to be pretty accurate to the mid-credit scene for that. So
I wouldn't be mad at that. I feel like I've heard that since.
Oh, yeah. Well, now because it's circulating, if that was the plan, that's no longer the plan.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard that since they first introduced RDJ to be Dr. Doom. People were saying, "Oh, he's going to show up."
Because it's his mentor,
as the mentor.
And it really hurt him.
He's going to be in his aunt's apartment, etc., etc., etc. But yeah,
so that'll be fire. Anyway, we ain't really got to do fucking with, because we fucking with the same shit. Nothing new has come out.
Did I do something new? I feel like I mentioned the Dexter thing.
Oh, Untamed. I like Untamed.
Oh yeah, you're watching Untamed.
I saw it. We got through.
You finished it.
Yeah, it's 6 episodes. It's a 6-episode limited series starring Eric Bana on Netflix. Very good. He's a wildlife like cop who's tormented by his own troubles, and a body shows up, and he's trying to figure out who killed this girl.
Sounds like some shit I would fuck with.
Yeah. I mean, it was a very surprising watch, because my girl picked it, was like, "Oh, I saw an episode of this and it seems like you might like it."
Okay.
And then we started watching it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I like Eric Bana," and yeah, it was good. It was a good watch.
I'll add it to my list. I am I'm more than halfway through. I have not shared this with the group chat. Was saving it for the show.
Mm-hmm.
Day of the Jackal.
Dave the Jackal?
Day of the Jackal.
Day of the Jackal. I think I want to feel like I've heard this. I've heard of it.
Show with the fucking goddamn, why I can't remember his name right now, but he's I'm pretty sure Oscar-winning actor.
Oh, yeah. No, I've heard of this. Eddie Redmayne.
Redmayne, yes. Eddie Redmayne, yes. And it's an Emmy nominated show, Golden Globe nominated show. They got some, I don't know if they actually won any awards, but they definitely got their flowers. And
nominated for 1 Primetime Emmy, 18 total nominations.
Yeah, well deserving of it so far. I'm like on episode 5 or 6. I really like it. I really do. It's not a whodunit because you know who done it. It's a will they get them show.
Sure.
So you're following both sides of the story, right? You're following the cops who are MI6 agents, and then you're following the actual assassin and watching him do his shit, and he's fucking sick with his with his sniper shots.
With Peacock, do we have Peacock? I think we do have Peacock, but
I don't. I have my sister-in-law's, and she has the whatever ultimate version with no commercials, which is even better.
Sure.
So that's how I've been watching it and enjoying it. So yeah, I'm sure it's on someone's Plex.
Yeah, that's what I was actually gonna say that.
Yeah,
I was actually gonna say that it's probably on somebody's Plex.
Yeah,
so
it might be. It might be on a Plex out there.
I'll look forward to that.
Yeah, I'll put it on your watch list. Day of the Jackal. I for some reason really thought it was just called Jackal this whole time. But yeah, it's
Day of
the Jackal.
All right, cool. So that's all I really have. We could talk about Happy Gilmore 2 once you've actually seen it. Maybe
I'll
next
see it this week. Yeah.
So are we? No, it's the following week that you're not going to be around.
So. Yeah, I got one more. Episode,
and then we'll take
to
somewhere nicer than here.
Adventures again. Yes.
All right,
good
cool.
Times.
Awesome.
Talk about it next week.
We'll talk about it next week. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to the episode. If you've made it this far, you really like us. You really love us.
Love us.
Tune in next week.
Even if you're watching on mute.
264. Yeah, even if you're watching it on mute, we appreciate you. Remember to rate, review, subscribe to the podcast wherever it is that you are watching and tuning in. And if you want to catch us live on Tuesday nights, lately it's been around 9:30, 10-ish. You could head to YouTube, Kick, or Twitch and interact with us on the show. We really appreciate you and appreciate your time. We love you. We'll catch you next week. Peace.